Okay, so I'm hanging out with my woo crew online, and my dear friend Kimmy goes, what if our parts were emojis? Oh, Kimmy. I damn near spit out my coffee. So naturally, I went off the deep end. I went straight off the 10-meter platform, forward 4.5 somersaults, tuck position, degree of difficulty, unhinged. You want to go down the rabbit hole with me? Let's do it. This is all inspired by internal family systems, by the way, and it's real therapy. It's an actual clinical model. I just gave everybody emojis and a fun new way to meet some of our parts. Thanks, Kimmy. In fact, the whole Evolving Tarot project is inspired by this model, the IFS, not the emojis. So first, let's talk about what IFS calls the managers. Managers are the parts running your entire life so that nothing bad ever happens again. Their whole job is prevention. Keep the pain from ever getting activated. They are the middle management for your nervous system. They have meetings about you, even without you. And this part has a clipboard, a laminated list, and a label maker, and he's not afraid to use it. Everything within arm's reach is in line, in order, and it will not be changed. This part arrives 40 minutes early, and they sit in the car because they think being on time is late. This one cleans before the cleaner arrives. Yeah, I can relate to that one. This part rereads the text you just sent. Nothing's changed, but he still reads it again and again. This one put their grief in a spreadsheet, color-coded, and honestly, it's gorgeous. And this guy, he says yes instantly, but then he bills you for it emotionally 9 days later. This part rehearses arguments that are never going to happen, but you know what? They win every single time. Not one of these parts is relaxed. They're just very organized about panicking. Now for parts that are called firefighters. Managers try to keep the pain from ever getting lit, but when it lights anyway, and it does, the firefighters shove the managers out of the way and come charging in. Somebody's laminated list is now on the floor. Your firefighters show up after the pain is already burning. And your firefighters are like MacGyver, which, by the way, I loved that show. I wanted to be him when I grew up. And the funny thing is, I kind of am. You should see what I've done with a bobby pin and some duct tape. Okay, back to your firefighters. They have no plan, no budget, 20 seconds on the clock, and a roll of duct tape, some zip ties, and a half a stick of chewing gum. And I need you to hear this. It works every single time. The fire goes out. And the win? It goes to the firefighter. Is it up to code? Will it hold for 10 years? Probably not, but that's for parts in another department. Okay, this part solved the entire evening with fermented fruit. And it's produce. I mean, I put grapes in salads. Is it a salad? Is that a stretch? Okay, yeah, it's a stretch. This part patched the hole in your chest with a 2 a.m. Amazon shopping cart, and that repair arrives Thursday between 2 and 5. This part jammed the signal with 400 strangers' Reddit opinions. It's static, a whole lot of static, but at least it's not your static. This is the feed my face part. Over the sink, standing up like a raccoon with a job. Ate the feeling gone, problem solved. This part, problem solved by moving to a new city. It's the same problems, new zip code, but at least you bought 4 months of relief. This one went silent mid-argument. Not calm. He just cut the power to the whole damn building so the problem couldn't spread. Effective? Sure. Extreme? Absolutely. Duct tape, zip ties, gum, and every single one of them worked. And that's why they keep on doing it. So you don't need to fire the guy who put the fire out. He has an important job, and he's going to do it any way he can, with the tools he has at hand. He has just never been handed a real toolbox. Nobody has ever walked in and gone, hey, here's the wrench that will fit that leaky pipe perfectly. Take a breath. You've got the tools. You've got this. He would love that wrench. He's been waiting for it. Now, for the little ones. These are the exiles. These are the ones way in the back. They're quiet, they're often afraid, vulnerable, wounded, and they carry the pain. So managers work to prevent the pain. Firefighters react once it's already burning, and the exiles, they're the ones carrying it. That's the pain everybody else is working overtime to keep you from feeling. And everybody I just named, they all work for this one. This one's perhaps 7 years old and just wants to be picked for the kickball team. This part is holding one specific afternoon from 3rd grade when he was picked last. And today, this one texts, "Are we okay?" 3 times. This tender one apologizes for taking up space in their own house. And then this one, upside down face. That's the one who makes a joke at the exact moment it gets real. That's not a mood. That's a bodyguard with a microphone. And that one's been a big part of my life. And lastly, self with a capital S. This one's my favorite. And I almost said my favorite part, which would have gotten me in trouble because self is not a part. Self is what's underneath all of them. This is you before parts. This is your core, the undamaged essence. It is full of curiosity, compassion, calm, clarity, courage, confidence, connectedness, and creativity. It has patience, perspective, presence, playfulness, and persistence. These are the 8 C's and 5 P's of the IFS system. So I scrolled through the whole keyboard, looking at faces and animals and vegetables, but I didn't see anything for self. And every face on there is doing something. It's winking, it's sobbing, it's melting. There's even an emoji for a fax machine. There's an emoji for a man in a business suit levitating. But there's no emoji for the one who's actually home. So I made one. To me, that's self. Eyes are closed, but not checked out. It just doesn't have to scan the room anymore. It's lit from the chest, and every part you've got is still in there. You have the tools you need to recognize all your parts. Self is the one who looks at the laminated list, the duct tape, the screen, and the 7-year-old, and says, "Okay, everybody, I see you." Hop in the car. And then self gets in the front seat, and they take the wheel.